welcome. Today we are going to show you how to measure a few staple ingredients in the kitchen. And by staple ingredients, I am talking about a couple of ingredients here that are commonly used in many different recipes. We have here today a couple of measuring tools that we are going to be using a lot in Culinary Basics. The first one is a liquid measuring cup. The second one is a dry measuring cup. And the third one are your measuring spoons. Your measuring spoons are what we call universal, so you can measure dry ingredients in these, and you can also measure liquid ingredients in these. The difference in the first two that I showed you, the liquid measuring cup and the dry measuring cup, they're used for completely different ingredients. One for only liquids, and the other for only dry ingredients. The first ingredient, staple ingredient that I'm going to go ahead and show you how to measure is brown sugar. Brown sugar is a dry ingredient, okay? And this sugar is a little bit different than your regular table or granulated sugar, okay? It kind of clumps up very easily, and it forms little pockets in between all of the little granules. So what you have to do when you are measuring brown sugar is take the spoon that you are putting the sugar into your measuring cup with, and you have to make sure that you level it off. So an extra mound before you level off is just fine. And then you're going to take something that we use in this class called a straight edge spatula. Okay, it's not called a leveler. A lot of students always call it a leveler. You level off with a straight edge spatula, and you're going to go ahead and straighten off or level off the top of your ingredient. And then you have a perfectly measured 1 cup of brown sugar. Okay, our second ingredient that I'm going to go ahead and show you how to measure is just regular granulated white sugar. Okay, this again, just like the brown sugar, is done in a dry measuring cup. So you're going to go ahead and scoop it in. Okay, and after that extra mound is on the top, make sure that you take your nice straight edge spatula and level it off. Okay, our third ingredient that I'm going to go ahead and show you how to measure in our dry measuring cup is flour. This is a staple ingredient. It's called all-purpose flour because you use this to make many baked goods and a lot of different recipes. Same thing goes as the other two ingredients. You're going to go ahead and level off so that we have an accurate measurement, and you're using your straight edge spatula to do so. Level it off, and our fourth ingredient that we are measuring today are chocolate chips. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a different measuring tool to scoop it into my 1/4 of a cup. These are dry, okay, so, and it cannot be leveled. You know, it's kind of awkward to take a straight edge spatula. We don't want to do this. It's kind of awkward. You're going to knock them off. So all you have to do is simply shake it until it's at the very top to create 1/4 of a cup, or whatever measuring, unit you're measuring. Okay, the fifth ingredient I will show you today on how to measure is called shortening. Shortening is a type of fat, okay? I always tell my students if they're ever trying to remember what this looks like, it almost resembles hair gel, but it actually is a type of fat that you can bake and cook with. When you are measuring shortening, since it is an oily-based substance, you're going to want to make sure that you pack that in because you don't want any air bubbles in there, and you need to make sure that it is an accurate measurement. Okay, so I'm packing it down, making sure that it fills the entire measuring cup. Okay, and then you can use your straight edge spatula to ensure that there's no excess on the top and that it's an accurate measurement. Okay, we use butter in this class for a lot of recipes, and every stick of butter in the entire world is worth 1/2 of a cup. So if your recipe asks for an entire cup of butter, you would need 2 sticks. Okay, as you can see on this stick of butter, it is divided by tablespoons. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 16 total tablespoons in 1 cup. So since each stick of butter is only 1/2 of a cup, you will see 8 tablespoons total in every stick of butter. Okay, this is what we call a liquid measuring cup. Liquid measuring cups are always made out of a clear material. These are made out of plastic. You will also see glass liquid measuring cups in your classrooms that you might use during lab. The reason that they are plastic or glass is because both materials are nice and clear. And when they're clear, you can go ahead and read the measurements up the side to see exactly how much liquid you are measuring out to, just like you see here in the red numbers. I'm going to go ahead and show you during our demonstration how to measure liquid ingredients. I'm going to go ahead And I see here that this is a 2-cup liquid measuring cup. Every single number up the side represents about 1/4 of a cup. So as you can see at the very bottom, it starts at 1/4 of a cup. Okay, it goes to 1/3 of a cup, 1/2 of a cup, 2/3, 3/4, 1 cup, and it does the same to make up to 2 cups. So when you are measuring liquid ingredients, you're going to want to make sure that you're always getting down at eye level to ensure that your liquid is going up to the correct line. So if I'm going to measure up to 1 cup, I'm going to keep pouring, and okay, I'm going to measure at eye level, but that means that I'm getting down, my eyes are at the exact same level as the liquid measuring cup, and I see that my water is just above that red line that represents 1 cup. So I'm going to pour a little out, measure it out at eye level again, and I'm right at my red line. So that shows me that I have an accurate measurement of 1 cup.